Hey guys, Player Says on another video, and this one's going to be almost mhwilds brand new update. So essentially, I've updated my dual blades build, and I can't wait to show you guys what I was able to put together. This thing is amazing, so much flexibility and so agile. We don't have to deal so much with RNG. But let me just go ahead and jump straight into it. This will actually probably be the last time that we update this build, unless they release new event quests and for some reason there's like really good pieces of equipment. But as you guys can see, these are the abilities that we're working with. We have critical boost at level 3 for the 34% extra critical damage. We have mind's eye, and then we have master touch, of course, for our sharpness. And then we have full weakness exploit for 50% affinity whenever we're hitting a weak spot as well as a wound. We have agitator for the 20 extra raw attack as well as 15% more affinity, which puts us at 65. And then we have full evade window, which we'll talk about in a second. We have divine blessing for survivability. We have antivirus paired up with the black eclipse for the extra 25% affinity. And then we have 2 levels of adrenaline rush, which we'll talk about right now. We have 2 flares from the Arkveld gamma gloves, and then we have speed eating as well to be able to use the potion as soon as we can in case we take any damage. So as you guys can see, like I showed before, we have the Gorbagala's Tyranny Black Eclipse, we have the Arkveld's Hunger Haste and Recovery one, and then we have Resource Edge one as well to buff our Adrenaline Rush. Plus then we have the Adrenaline from the Scale Layering group bonus. And of course we have the one and only Roller Source for the extra 5% attack, as well as the Gods to Survive lethal hit. Now, so as you guys can see, I'm also using the Kunafa meal for the Defender meal high, which basically is another instance proc of Divine Blessing, if you will. So those are the stats. As you guys can see at the bottom, I think I only have like a Mega Demon Drug and a Mega Armor skin. But yeah, those are the levels of defense that he has right now currently without like the buffs that are missing. And then as you guys can see, let me go into the weapon really quick. That's how I have my weapon slotted, and those are the reinforcement bonuses as well as the active skills that you would want to have on your weapon. Actually, I must say that my reinforcement bonuses are very bad. You only want to keep one sharpness EX, and then you would want to grab 3 attacks boost 2 EX, and then 8+9, and then you would ideally want that affinity to be an EX as well for the +10 affinity. That way your weapon is neutral, and then with all the affinity that we have stacked up on the set, that will put us at 95% affinity. So yeah, definitely try to get a better roll on reinforcement bonuses than I have. Here we're looking at the gear pieces, the standard, like I said, 2 pieces of Argyos, the Vulcan, 1 gore, the extra gore is on the weapon, and then we have the Challenger Charm, so you don't have to worry about a random talisman. And yeah, the only RNG that you'll have to deal with, it's on the weapon, because you actually do need the Gorbagala's Tyranny as well as the Lord Soul bonus. Now, let me just go ahead and show you the decorations. As you guys can see, those are the decorations that I currently have. Now, something that I wanted to talk about, let me bring us back to the skills tab. So we have slotted 2 evasions, right? But you can actually remove that just so that you keep the 3 evade windows, and then you can actually bump the adrenaline rush to +4, because actually we have the Serakios, or Steve, how we call it sometimes. We have the 2-piece set, so we'll be extending the adrenaline rush whenever you perform a perfect timing evasion. So it depends on you, depends on your level of skill with dual blade. So if you're someone that uses the dual blade more casually, you would want to keep the evade window actually as I have it. But if you're somewhat more on the side of a veteran player, then you might want to just remove the 2 levels of evade window and actually move them towards adrenaline rush, of course. And then we get the additional 2 levels of flare, which before would have been a waste of time if you actually slotted it yourself. But since we're getting it for free, I'm happy about that as well. But yeah, overall this is crazy. Like even the set bonuses that we have are very good for this set, and everything just comes together very well. We only managed to get away with using one single piece of the gore set, which in my opinion is very bad. I understand they're probably saving our temper gore for the expansion, but I would have actually liked to see his set upgraded, within the base game. But now we know that that won't be possible. So this will probably be my most optimal dual blade build in the time being until the expansion release. So yeah, I hope that if you're working towards a dual blade build and you like what you're seeing, try to put this together and try it out. I'm working on gathering multiple showcases of all the weapons, and so try it out. Let me know how it goes. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.